Could I ask everyone to take their seats as we await the bridal procession? Good afternoon, everyone. What a truly beautiful day to be gathered here in this little corner of the countryside. Can I ask you all to make sure all mobile phones are turned off and no photos are taken throughout the ceremony, and also to be aware of your exits. If we do so, and hopefully not, that we will not need them. They're here and here. So what a truly beautiful day to be here in this little corner of the countryside where the air is soft, the light dances through the trees, and there's a feeling of love and excitement that's almost tangible. It's as though the world itself paused for a moment to witness this very occasion. My name is Laura, and I have the enormous privilege and honour of being your celebrant today. It's a role that allows me to stand among friends and family, to share in the laughter, the tears, the joy, that fill days like this, and to celebrate one of the most meaningful milestones in two people's lives. Can I ask all you lovely people to take your seats as we delve into our love story today? Today we're here to celebrate Jessie and Tom, who have invited us all to witness and bless their union. But more than that, we're here as their community, as their people, who know and love them. We're the ones who have shared their adventures, listened to their stories, offered advice, solicited or otherwise, and watched as they've built the relationship that has brought them to this very moment today. Jessie and Tom have chosen this relaxed country setting with hay bales, good food, open skies, and maybe even a happy bark or two from Rocket, their little fur baby, because it perfectly reflects who they are: grounded, joyful, and most importantly, real. They're two people who find beauty in simplicity. They don't need extravagance to make a moment special, and who value laughter and connection above everything else. This isn't just a wedding, it's a reflection of who they are together. Easygoing, loving, genuine, and surrounded by the people and the life they've built with care. And of course, there's a touch of magic in the air today, not just because love fills this space, but because of the date itself. The 23rd of March 2023, this number, 23, has woven its way into Jessie and Tom's story from the very beginning. From pod 23 in the London Eye to table 23 at a favourite restaurant, where laughter and love mixed as easily as the food and wine, this number has become a quiet thread in their tapestry of their story. And so it feels only right today, the 23rd, that we're going to mark this new chapter, sealing their union in a way that feels divinely fitting, a sign that this love was quite simply meant to be. Today is one of the most significant moments in their lives, but it's not just about vows, it's not just about rings, it's about laughter, it's about memories and connection. It's about the small, ordinary moments that make up an extraordinary love story. It's about these two people who balance and challenge one another, who bring out the best in each other, and who have decided with full hearts to say,
"Yes, I choose you, always you, from this day forward, nothing will go unnoticed."
Yes, I choose you, always you, from this day forward, nothing will go unnoticed.
So before we dive in, Jessie and Tom would like to take this moment to recognise and honour those who have shaped their journey so far. so far. None of us arrive at a day like this alone. We are built piece by piece by the people who have walked beside us, those who have loved us at our best and supported us at our worst, and cheered us on every step between. To their families, thank you for nurturing, guiding and encouraging Jessie and Tom, for teaching them patience, commitment, resilience, and showing them examples of how love can endure through time and change. Jessie's parents, who enduring marriage has been a beacon of partnership. They have shown her what truly means to love deeply and to stand side by side through every season of life. And Tom's family, thank you for always being his anchor, for helping him become the strong, steady and determined man who stands before us today, ready to take this new step with his new future wife, Jessie. And of course, to you, their friends, both near and far, those who are like family. You have been the laughter in their days, the shoulders to lean on, the advice givers, and I'm sure partners in crime. You've celebrated every milestone and helped shape their shared story. It's only right that we take a quiet moment too, to remember those who are not physically here, but who remain close in spirit. We feel their presence in the soft breeze and in the warmth of the sun and in the love that fills this space today. They are, I'm sure, watching with pride and joy, sending their blessings from wherever they are. Let us take a brief moment of silence to hold them in our hearts today and always. Gone but never forgotten, they will always be part of Jessie and Tom's love story. So on a lighter note, we're now going to call on Jessie's dad, Richard, who's going to share a beautiful poem written by Jessie's parents on what marriage is. If we could all stand to hear his words of wisdom, share amongst our crowd today.
Marriage is a journey, not a sprint. It's a partnership built on love, respect, compromise, and knowing how to cheer the other one up in the darkest times. It's laughing at each other's jokes, even when you've heard them 5 times. It's understanding that I'm fine doesn't always mean things are fine, and that we have food at home is sometimes just code for pizza again. Marriage is learning new things like how many throw pillows one couch actually needs, or how long a person can spend in the gym before it becomes their second home. You know the answer, ask Tom. It's agreeing on important life decisions like the name of your future dog or children, the colour of the living room wall, and what counts as an apology without saying sorry. Marriage is built on short dreams and inside jokes, on late night chats and early morning coffee runs, on learning to say I love you not just with words, but with fixing the Wi-Fi, reversing into tight parking spaces, or who is taking Rabbit for a walk in the rain. And at its heart, marriage is a promise to keep showing up, to keep choosing each other on the great days and the hard days, and even the DIY disaster days. So here's to Jessie and Tom. May your life together be full of laughter, learning, and just the right amount of mischief. May you always be each other's best friend, occasional debate opponent, and forever cheerleaders.
Thank you so much, Richard, for those beautiful words of wisdom. Can I ask everyone to take their seats? So every love story has a beginning, and Jessie and Tom's began in the most natural ways through friendship as teenagers. As children, their worlds overlapped long before romance came into the picture. They were part of the same circles, growing and learning side by side, never imagining that one day those paths would lead them here. But as so often happens in the best stories, fate and its own timing years later, at a party something shifted. A spark lit quietly one that neither of them could ignore. From that night onward, the rhythm of their lives changed. Friendship deepened into something tender and true. When Tom then was posted to Germany with the army, the distance could have tested their bond, but instead it only clarified what their hearts already knew. Jessie found herself missing him in a way that she had never missed anyone before. But not out of loneliness, but out of love, real love. The kind that lingers even across miles, that feels stronger at every letter, every call and every reunion. It was in that separation that Jessie realised, this is my person. I want to build my life with him. Tom is my one. He's my missing piece. And when Tom decided to propose, he did so with thoughtfulness and proper tradition. Before asking Jessie, he asked her parents for their blessing, a gesture that spoke volumes about his respect and his sincerity as his core value instilled by his parents. Jessie's parents, thankfully, kindly agreed to the marriage of their daughter. The engagement arrived and Tom chose his moment with care in the gardens of a German castle, near great wooden doors that seemed to guard centuries of love stories. As the sun filtered through the leaves, he asked Jessie to be his forever. And of course she said yes. They say one door closes, another one opens. And that day they stepped through a very new door together. They left behind the titles of boyfriend and girlfriend and stepping boldly into partners for life. From that moment on, a new chapter began, one filled with shared dreams, shared responsibilities and shared laughter. They became teammates in every sense of the word, building a foundation of trust, humour and mutual respect that continues to carry them today. Now let's take a moment and reflect on what makes this couple today tick. They're two perfect match of two perfect souls who complement one another beautifully, fitting together effortlessly just as they are. In Tom, Jessie has found a man who is steady, reliable, grounded, a man who brings structure and calm, where she brings energy and imagination. He's the early riser, the one who finds peace in routine, who hits the gym with dedication and who somehow still finds time to be the thoughtful, attentive and endlessly patient. He balances Jessie's creative spirit and yes, occasionally he helps her rein in her spending habits. But in all seriousness, Tom's discipline and drive have not only inspired Jessie, but have made her feel secure and supported as she pursues her own goals in making her home, their home, a haven and becoming a primary school teacher. In Jessie, Tom has found his balance, a free-spirited, vibrant soul who fills his world with colour and laughter. Jessie is the dreamer. She is the creator. She is the one that reminds Tom to pause, to breathe, and to simply enjoy the now. Whether she's planning a new DIY project or imagining the future classroom, Jessie's passion for life shines in everything she does. Tom loves how she turns ordinary days into great adventures, how she finds joy in the simplest things, and how she radiates warmth that draws people in. Jessie reminds Tom, while structure is important, so is spontaneity, and that love is best lived in the balance between the two. Together, they have built a relationship that thrives on laughter, honesty, compromise, and true friendship at their core. Their home is filled with love, and their baby Rocket, their much-loved furry companion, who has no doubt brought his share of joy, chaos, and muddy paw prints to their lives. They dream certainly of what the future will hold, possibly a family, travel, maybe those quiet Sunday mornings and loud Friday nights, but for now they find happiness in the beautiful simplicity of today. And when you look at Jessie and Tom, it's clear they aren't just in love. They're best friends, two people who see and they celebrate each other fully, who bring out the best in one another and who stand together than they would ever be better off. They would never be better off without each other. We will now move to an old tradition to symbolise the love Jessie and Tom have together. So can I now ask Jessie and Tom to stand before you all, embarking on our ring warming ceremony. of a ring warming has roots believed to trace back to Celtic times, where the community would bless the couple's rings by passing them hand to hand. These blessings were thought to provide spiritual protection and strength to their marriage. Today, the meaning remains the same, but with a modern and personal twist. By passing these rings around the circle of love, each person adds their own silent wish, blessing or prayer for Jessie and Tom's life together. As the rings will pass, please take a moment to hold them in your hands, warm them with your love, and silently offer your wishes, blessings or prayers for Jessie and Tom's marriage. And by the time the rings return to the couple, they will not only show love for Jessie and Tom, but also the collective hopes and blessings of everyone that's gathered here today. In this way, when Jessie and Tom wear these rings, they will always be reminded of the community of love that surrounds them daily, and will continue to support them in their future together. So before Jessie and Tom exchange their vows and rings, they would like to invite some of their nearest and dearest to be part of the ceremony in a special way to circle Jessie and Tom. You may now begin to pass the rings amongst you, sharing hopes, dreams, prayers, and the love in your heart to our very happy couple. These rings will be more than gold. They will be a circle of connection, a reminder that this marriage is supported by an entire community of love. The guests now return to their seats. If I can now call Jessie and Tom to face each other. As they will now share their vows.
Tom, from the moment you walked back into my life, I knew you were different. When you left for Germany, I didn't just miss you, I needed you. You're steady where I'm spontaneous, grounded where I'm floating, routine where I'm restless. You make me laugh when I'm stressed, and you've taught me to dream bigger, but also save for those dreams. I promise to be your best friend, your DIY partner, your cheerleader, and the one who reminds you to be silly. I vow to love you through all of life's adventures, even when you take forever in the gym. I love you for everything you are and for everything we will become together.
Jessie, you're my opposite and my equal. Where I build structure, you bring joy. Where I'm serious, you make me laugh. You have taught me to stop and appreciate the small moments, even when I'm planning for the big ones. I love the way you pour yourself into making our house a home, into your studies and into us. I promise to protect you, to support you, and to encourage you in everything you do. I promise to listen, to communicate, and to never forget that you're not just my love, but my best friend. I vow to love you unconditionally through it all.
Absolutely beautiful. I'm kind of hard holding back the tears, so I don't know how you all feel. Okay, take a breath. Okay, so now we'll move on to the exchange of rings. So Jessie and Tom, these rings are circles with no beginning and no end. They are symbols of eternity and an unbroken bond of love. They have been warmed with the blessings from your family and friends, and as you place them on each other's fingers, may they remind you every day of the promises you have made and the love that binds you both together. You have declared your vows before all who love you. You have exchanged rings as symbols of commitment and unity, and you have promised to laugh together, to support one another, and to continue choosing each other every single day. Okay. Can you now exchange rings? Jessie, if you put the ring on Tom's finger and Tom,
Share your first kiss.
and you can now share your first kiss.
Closing words, it's the last page.
Before we close, Jessie and Tom would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you. Your presence here means more than words can say. Whether you travelled near or far, sent kind wishes or lent a helping hand, you have made this day possible. Marriage isn't a finish line, it's a beginning. And like all beginnings, it will hold its share of challenges and triumphs, but surrounded by this incredible circle of love. Jessie and Tom are not walking this path alone. May your home always be filled with laughter and kindness. May you grow together through every joy and every challenge, and may you always find in one another your truest home. May you continue to enjoy the rest of your special day and life together. Let's put our hands together for our newlyweds. Jessie and Tom, may you continue to enjoy the rest of your special day and life together. And behave. Right. What? The big part went wrong. When you were doing the vows, you should have been putting the rings on. So it might